The scene we chose to recreate is from the opening sequence of The Godfather, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, with cinematography by Gordon Willis. It is the first appearance of Don Vito Corleone, played by Marlon Brando, seated in his darkened office on the day of his daughter's wedding. The shot features a tight composition, warm-colored tones, and dramatic contrast between light and shadow, setting the visual tone for the entire film. In this scene, Undertaker Bonacera pleads with the Don for justice, and the Don listens silently. His eyes are completely hidden in shadow, while the top of his face and mouth are barely illuminated by a strong overhead light. We chose this scene because of its highly distinctive lighting design, which marked a turning point in American film visual style. The use of top lighting to hide the eyes of the Don was unprecedented in mainstream Hollywood cinema at the time. Cinematographer Gordon Willis created what is now known as eyeless lighting, a symbolic technique in which the characters' eyes are buried in shadow to convey mystery, control, and power. The lighting is extremely low-key, with very little filling. The background is dim, and the only highlights come from a carefully placed overhead light source. The setup is both minimalistic and highly expressive. The darkness not only creates visual tension but also supports the film's themes of moral ambiguity and hidden authority. This scene became iconic, influencing decades of dark realism lighting in later films. We analyzed the lighting structure in the original scene, focusing on light direction, contrast, and shadow placement. Then we used the software set, 8 Light, to simulate the setup and testing how each light affected the mood and composition. First, we borrowed LED lights, a tungsten light, C-stands, a reflector, and diffusion materials. Second, we assembled the equipment. We mounted the LED light with a battery onto a stand to act as the side fill light. This side light helped to softly lift the shadows on one side of the actor's face, without significantly lowering the overall contrast ratio. It added subtle definitions to the cheek and jawline, while still preserving the dramatic tone of the scene. The tungsten light served as our key light. We positioned it directly above the actor's head to recreate the strong top-down lighting seen in the original film. This placement casts deep shadows into the eye sockets, producing the signature eyeless effect used in The Godfather. This top lighting emphasized the contours of the forehead, nose, and mouth while obscuring the eyes, visually reinforcing the character's power, authority, and mystery. And now, let's see how our lighting setup turned out.
That I cannot do.
I'll give you anything you ask.
We've known each other many years, but this is the first time you ever came to me for counsel, for help. I can't remember the last time that you invited me to your house for a cup of coffee. Even though my wife is godmother to your only child. But let's be frank, you never wanted my friendship.